So here we have a CitiFone SS 23-channel tube-based CB radio from 1964. When this radio was released, it sold for $169, which in today's dollars is $1,700. And it's absolutely stunning that someone would pay that much for a CB radio in 1964. This came out of a large collection in Waterford. We've got about 3 or 4 vintage CBs left. The guy had 80 vintage CBs, and we've sold them all except the last 3 or 4. This is a 110 volt radio. We brought it up on a Variac very slowly, and like most of his radios, it's absolutely in working condition. We have a Johnson transceiver tester to the right, and you can see a full 4 watts of audio. On the web, people say these have really good sound. Now, just to the right of this off camera is a more modern 70s Royce CB, and you can hear a little of that buzz in it, and that's probably a B+ capacitor or a rectifier tube, but it definitely puts out audio, and it absolutely transmits and has pretty good sound despite the buzz. So let's do the reverse. We're hooked into a dummy load for the tester, but it's going to overdrive the you-know-what out of it.
Hello.
So this radio absolutely transmits and receives. Channel rotary switch is pretty good. Usually these are scratchy. Yeah, it's a little bit of scratchy to it. The variable tuning, which we now call receiver incremental tuning, or RIT, might or might not work. It's hard to tell because I'm using a transistor radio that obviously isn't going to drift. You know, in the old days everything was drifty. It doesn't have the right microphone. This is a Sonar microphone, but it absolutely works with it, and it's about the right vintage. And the power plug, which is your typical 8-pin tube socket wired for power, the power cord is good, and it comes with the power plug. So if you're into vintage CBs and you want to have a really beautiful sounding signal, this would be your ticket. I've got another one of these right over here, which I believe is the 12 volt model. It's in queue to test, and we'll see how it plays. I need to figure out what the right pinouts are on the back to put voltage to it first. So have a wonderful day and happy radio.